1045 The Team, 1045theteam.com. And so all week long, we've been pumping this up that there is a very, very prominent professional athlete coming to the Capital Region this summer. And we are on the phone right now with John Scott, who's an assistant basketball coach at Albany High School, prominent basketball figure in the area, has coached with the City Rocks and other organizations. John Scott, you are going to be the guy to tell us which prominent athlete is coming to the Capital Region this summer and why.
First and foremost, I want to thank you so much for having me on, Brady. This summer, the Capital District will be home to one of the top basketball camps on the East Coast. Five-time NBA All-Star LaMarcus Aldridge will be at Water Elite High School from July 11th to the 14th for the LaMarcus Aldridge Skills Academy. The camp is open to boys and girls ages 8 to 18, and the camp will be broken up into two sessions. From 8 a.m. to 12 p.m., campers ages 8 to 12 will receive top-level instruction from some of the best in the business, and then from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m., campers ages 13 through 18 will participate. In addition to having an elite staff consisting of top-level coaches and both current and former professional players, a player profile report card will be kept on each camper throughout the week and given to him or her on the last day of the camp. This report card will note particular strengths and weaknesses and offer suggestions for individual improvement. In addition, the Fourth Family STEM program, which is held at Albany High, will be providing technical services to the LaMarcus Aldridge Skills Academy in order to improve player evaluations. They've built 5 different pieces of equipment in order to replicate the measurements collected at the NBA Rookie Combine, and each piece of equipment will measure a different attribute that's important to basketball. So the results of the Combine will be communicated using an infographic that will capture the unique skill set that each participant exhibits, and each of the counselors will also be evaluated using the system, so the campers have an opportunity to compare their results to successful basketball players.
So we've got camps throughout the Capital Region all summer long, and some of them are extremely high level and in-depth, and some of them are basically daycare with a basketball component to it. This one sounds like it's on the higher end of the spectrum. What are campers going to get out of this camp?
Well, we're going to focus on some real fine-tuned areas of the game. Obviously, we'll cover dribbling, defense, rebound, passing, and all of those good things. But what's going to set our camp apart from others in the area is our counselor to camper ratio, as well as the elite staff that we're going to have working there. Everybody has a lot of experience, either playing professionally or coaching at a high level. And we're obviously, due to the fact that we're going to have an NBA All-Star on board, they are going to have the opportunity to work with some of the best in the business. And this is not a thing where LaMarcus Aldridge will be coming for the first day, taking a couple pictures and leaving. He's actually coming out here with his staff, and will be here all 4 days. So I've worked 5-star basketball camps. I worked Greg Kubek camps. I've been doing camps for over a decade now. But I have yet to see a camp that is going to consist of some of the high-level staff that we have working the LaMarcus Aldridge Skills Academy, and I also can't remember the last time a player of that caliber came to the Capital District. So aside from the player evaluations and the different giveaways that we're going to have at the camp, the actual teaching and focusing on the technique is a big emphasis of ours.
July 11th through the 14th, the LaMarcus Aldridge Skills Academy coming to the Capital Region at Water Elite High School. We'll have information, links about how to sign up at 1045theteam.com. On the phone right now, John Scott, one of the administrators of the camp, but also an assistant basketball coach at Albany High. And you know, we've developed a good relationship with Albany High over the last year, John. You know, we've had on Coach DiPiazza, the head football coach, a lot of good things happening there. Baseball program being turned around with Coach Barron, and the hoop program starting to come along too. Girls team has been good for years. It's a pretty exciting time to be involved with Albany High athletics, isn't it?
Absolutely. You know, Coach DP and others, you know, have done a great job, as our staff as well, coming in the last few years and really trying to bring back the heydays of Albany High in the 80s and 90s. And this camp is going to be a great opportunity to promote that. A lot of our past and former players at Albany High School will be a part of the camp, and it's just another great opportunity for our kids to touch somebody who they look up to. And, you know, it's definitely a community effort. All hands on board, and it's a great situation for Albany High School athletics. And you can register for the LaMarcus Aldridge Skills Academy now at giftedathletesacademy.com. And for more info, you can also email me directly at jscott at giftedathletes.net.
John Scott, he's the man again. LaMarcus Aldridge Skills Academy, 11th through the 14th of July. LaMarcus Aldridge will be here, and again, it's not just day one and photo ops. He will be there working with the campers, and we're excited to have an NBA All-Star coming to the Capital Region this summer. And John, we appreciate all the work that you do. Look forward to seeing you in July.
Thank you, boss. I appreciate you. Have a good one.